Hello, everybody. My name is Gio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from the Nova Open. This is round one of day 1A. This round, I'm joined by
Andrew Lippens. Do a lot of things, of Team Junkyard mostly.
There you go.
Do fun online events.
All right, so this round we have Maurice Valenzuela versus Matt Turnbull. Super excited to bring you this coverage. We have 5 rounds today, 5 rounds tomorrow, and I believe the cut on Sunday will also end up being 5 rounds. Will be a good time. I do want to do a quick shout out before we get too deep into the match for Matt Turnbull. It is his 12th birthday today.
How about that?
His 12th birthday. His pops reached out to me and said, "Hey, we love GSP." He said no pressure, but I know Matt would really think it'd be cool if he was on stream. I said, you know what? Let's make it happen. He even provided me with a list of Matt facts.
Matt facts.
So I figured we would give you guys some Matt facts as the game goes around. But first, let's go ahead and start breaking down the lists. And everybody at home, you can choose your champion. Andrew, let's go ahead. Let them know what's being played on the table today.
Let's do it. So Maurice, he's flying a double fire spray Kanan list. It's an archetype we've seen before, and we'll see again. We've got Boba Fett rocking Notorious, Electro Chaff Missiles, Overtuned Modulators, the Slave 1 Title, Maul, and a Veteran Tailed Gunner. Next, we've got Iman Azamin. He has Elusive, Ahsoka Tano, Seismic Charges, Contraband Cybernetics, and Marauder. And last but not least, we've got Kanan Jarrus and the Hawk. He's got Savage Opress riding along with him today. Our birthday boy, Matt, he's running General Grievous with Outmaneuver, Impervium Plating, and Solus 1. Jango Fett, also with Notorious, Jamming Beam, Savage Opress, Proximity Mines, False Transponder Codes, Contraband Cybernetics, Slave 1, and Veteran Tailed Gunner. Next, we've got Cad Bane with Treacherous, Ion Cannon, Heavy Laser Cannon, Xanadu Blood, and Proximity Mines. And rolling in with the 2 extra points he's got, it is DFS 081, Discord Missiles, Independent Calculations, and Grappling Struts. He's got a good angle right for that rock there. I think that's what he's going for.
All right, so this round we are playing Scramble the Transmissions. Should be a good time. In this scenario, we have 3 objective tokens. Starting during the second round, you can use an action to scramble and essentially claim that objective. And if you have control of it by the end of the end phase of the round, you gain a single point. So we are on turn 1, so we're going to go ahead and turn that on over here. And I did notice that we are having a bit of an issue that I have to fix here, so give me a half a second. And it should be about a 3-click fix, and done. All right. This round and all of our rounds today are brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives, our patrons, and our Twitch subscribers. Right now, Curled Paw Creatives is having a 15% off sale, no code needed. Should be a good time. And remember, go to curledpawcreatives.com or use !CPC. Additionally, for our patrons, you should have received in the mail or receiving very soon your next upcoming package. I have seen people on Discord saying, "Hey, I got my swag," and that's awesome to see. So look out for that. And if you want to become a part of that, our biggest group of supporters, you can go to patreon.com/Gold Squadron. That's how we're able to travel around, bring you guys these events, and take care of our staff. So thank you so much for your support. All right, Andrew. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Just looking at a head-to-head list-wise, Scramble the Transmission. Obviously, having higher initiative allows you to be able to claim the satellites second, right? They both have initiative 6s on both sides. Matt does have a single ship advantage. Where are you leaning right now?
Jango Fett's going to be a really big piece here, being able to, like you said, scramble at I6. That'll be very nice. I think I'm still leaning towards Maurice. We've seen Kanan be very oppressive. Just being able to lower that die with only 4 shots on the table. He can do it twice per turn, at least with Savage the first time. After he does it twice, he's going to need a turn to recharge, do it twice again. But he can really neuter some of these bigger shots coming in. I think that's going to be huge for him. The advantages Matt has, obviously the I6. If you leave Grievous alone, that's a huge flanker that's going to be really hitting you. But I don't think DFS has a real purpose here. Maybe he gets a Discord off first turn, but other than that, I think he's pretty much cannon fodder for poor Emon.
All right, we did see Boba Fett take a shot at General Grievous. 2 hits for 2 evades, and the same has happened back on the retaliatory shot.
Who shot? That was Emon into Grievous, or Boba into Grievous. Sorry,
That should have been Boba.
Okay.
All right, they're checking their other initiatives, and they should be good. Let's go ahead. Let's take a second and let's talk about. Cad Bane. This is the Separatist Cad Bane. If you are a fan of our Galactic Championship series, you did see Cad Bane in the Rogue One for Scum just win the Oricon Galactic qualifier. The qualifier before, Separatist Cad Bane was in the list. Cad Bane might be kind of good.
It's very funny. I was practicing against someone this past week for they're going to Hanover. And I made a comment of Cad Bane. I don't think he was very good. And then my opponent did say, hey, you know, he has been in the past 2 GSP finals.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this card. So it reads, during the engagement phase, after another ship at range 0 to 3 is destroyed, you may spend a charge, there's 1 recurring on the card, to perform an action, even while stressed. And you end up with these interesting situations where, because he's tied with initiative with Grievous, and of course Jango Fett has a higher initiative, Jango and Grievous, they take out a ship. You have this option to sometimes barrel roll, right, or focus in the barrel roll, and get yourself in a spot where you normally wouldn't have had a shot, or maybe you're adjusting for what just happened. Maybe you're arc dodging a lower initiative ship. It's pretty awesome. Or just as simple as being like, hey, I have a target lock focus shot now, and especially with that heavy laser cannon, you got to watch out for those barrel rolls.
Yeah, that'll be really nice for lining up that bullseye after everyone's moved. Kind of perfect information. Try to snag it there. Oh yeah, for Rome, excuse me, I said Hanover. Practicing for Rome. But that heavy laser cannon is going to be very nice with those repositions at perfect information.
And here we go. We're going into our next round. Here comes round 2.
Kind of surprised we got shots turn 1. But I guess Boba and Grievous both were pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I heard Maurice over the comms here say, like, oh, I guess we both got a little aggressive. And it's that idea of trying to be aggressive for that center objective. Oh, this is the little
chaff missile.
Little chaff missile here. Let's see if Matt ends up calling that, or did he end up getting chaffed? It's a great weapon. If you end up hitting the chaff, you're gonna end up losing any locks you might have currently established. You get jammed. You have to roll for a potential stress. It could be bad.
Yeah, I think I don't expect Grievous to have turned out. He probably needed to turn right towards Jango Fett to avoid it. I think he's probably just going to be eating this. So your hope is he gets all the way through it and doesn't get blocked on it next turn.
Yep. All right, so here we go. DFS 81 going to take up position on that rock, and boom, we are opening the struts. This rock is my rock, Andrew. You're not allowed to live here.
I love the CIS faction identity as the faction that gets to just not play by the rules. Just, I don't want to move.
It's true.
I want to do a side slip instead of a bank, you know.
That's those robots, man. You can program them to do anything. All right.
I love it.
All right, Kanan keeping it simple. His job out there is to neuter the offense of the incoming ships into those fire sprays. We're going to go ahead and action, scramble, and say, this is mine.
Yeah, this seems like the ideal time to scramble. You're not going to get shot at this turn. You are well safe behind that chaff and all the middle obstacles.
And we are using those GSP Patron player tokens. We have a few extra here. At Nova Open, I'm going to be giving some to some of the players as just a quick thank you for playing today, especially coming out on a Friday to play some X-Wing.
Oh yeah, we've got 31 out here today, so 31 players decided that they can skip work on this holiday weekend.
That's right.
Or for Matt, I have to imagine skip school. So hopefully his teachers aren't watching.
I'll write him a note.
There you go.
All right, so Grievous does end up doing a 3-bank and ends up hitting that chaff cloud. So not going to be getting an action here. You're jammed right now, not going to be able to scramble, and I think that was a priority. He was going for the center. Maurice called it there.
Say, did he roll for the stress yet? Oh,
yep.
Looking at the rules.
Yeah, looking at the rules for the chaff cloud.
Hey, no stress, never punished.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go ahead and flip our next dial. This will be Cad Bane. Cad Bane will be in range 1 to be able to scoop up that scramble. At the very least, you don't want to end up a situation where you're at like a 2-0 or a 3-0 disadvantage in those objectives. So scoop it up while you can. I
almost wonder if a boost focus would be good and let Django take the satellite here. The boost focus may line up that heavy laser cannon against Boba Fett, and he'd only have 1 reroll with Grievous being close. I'm anticipating a turn out, I think.
You're thinking Boba Fett's going to 1 hard here?
1 hard or 1 bank.
And he is. He's getting aggressive here. Here's the boost.
This may also be try to get out of Jango Fett's way. It's, the way they were lined up, it was very possible that a bank or a straight could even run into Cad Bane. See, Maurice got the list OK stamp right on his hand.
All right, and we are getting aggressive here with Iman Azameen.
I think that's still going to be obstructed. It's hard to tell now that the Maul is in the way, but when they were moving it, I think it was going to be in the way. But I think, it's still going to be 4 dice into a flanked Vulture Droid. I don't love the odds of that.
And he did just slap down that target lock for Iman, so that's going to be target lock with a Force. Here's Boba. Might end up colliding here, and I think you end up in that bullseye for the heavy laser cannon for Cad Bane.
Yeah, that's going to be
tail end.
Dead to rights as well.
Mm-hmm. Can you remind us what Dead to rights does?
While you perform an attack against a ship in your bullseye arc, that ship cannot spend green tokens to modify its defense, I believe. Pop Cad Bane again. Nope, maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
It doesn't want to.
May have gotten the wording wrong, but if he takes the red focus, he won't be able to use it on defense. But he does get the reroll from Grievous, or from having the enemy ship at range 0 to 1.
Not sure why that's not working, but we're just gonna keep going.
Yep. Cad Bane has Dead to Rights in both the Scum and Separatist version because the other Separatists have network calculations because they're the IG Magna Guards.
Just gonna test something here.
All right, we got Wedge.
That's working.
There it is.
There you go. Dead to rights. And somebody did get confused, said, isn't Dead to rights only for Scum? No, it is also for Separatist Cad Bane. The Magna droids,
yes,
do not have Dead to rights.
They've got network calculations.
Yes.
And there is an interesting ruling because independent calculations being a standardized upgrade, it has to go on all ships of the same chassis.
Yep.
Except in the case of Cad Bane and the Rogue, because he does not have the network calculation ship ability, so he does not need it if you're going to go with it. That being said, I don't think I've ever seen a non-CAD Rogue be played for Separatists. Do you take the red focus here if you're
Boba? Yeah. Takes the focus. You end up getting 2 because of Savage Press.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a judge question they had to ask. No
we
big.
have Paul Heavers, our head judge. He went and answered that one. If you guys remember, if you guys were around in 1.0 days, that was our triple champ, Paul Heaver. We do get that claim, so it's going to be a 1-to-1 at the very least after this round.
That's right. Nobody's going to be able to claim the center, and that's good for both players, right? You're keeping pace. We'll see where the damage ends up this turn. I am a little bit worried about that heavy laser cannon on Boba, but Boba does have a reroll and at least has focus out there, so might not be too bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
No shots there for Django. Saved it.
There you go. Looks like Boba's got it downtown on DFS. Maybe. Surprised we didn't see a Discord missile. I think I would have shot it just because I don't know if you're going to live past this turn. I may have done a very defensive, just try to get out there and be a nuisance for later.
True that. True that. I think it's hope.
Yeah.
Hope.
Hope. Gotta believe.
Because these fire sprays do not like those Discord missiles. Not fans. All right. First shot here.
It says Boba into DFS, I think. Oh, no, this is Boba into Grievous range 0.
Range 0.
2 on to General Grievous.
So no defensive ability there for General Grievous because Grievous has Boba in the arc. He's going to try to trigger Veteran Tail Gunner.
Just out.
Yeah, does not have arc there. We've got 2 initiative 4s here. It's gonna activate Cad Bane first.
Oh, this looks like Grievous first, right?
Yes, Grievous.
Yeah, trying to take that.
I literally looked at the ship and just said this.
They're both very similar colors, and the shape isn't. Well, it's close enough.
Ooh, nice. There we go.
Nice swing against
Just roll natties. I mean, it is a good strategy. Boba did it too.
That's what Boba did. Oh, Kanan looks fine.
And yeah, that was Kanan from downtown. Now, with the force spent there, that does mean on the Cad Bane shot, Kanan's not going to be able to use his ability.
Yeah, Cad is looking at a very juicy target. You really want all paint here. He's got that focus. You almost wish you could lock boost, but. Oh, he's taking one?
I think he realized that shot.
So he's taking 1 shield there.
1 shield on
Clink
Kanan.
that off.
There was a, nah, never mind.
Is he listening to us?
Let's see.
Range 2. So
it is range 2. I heard Matt. I heard Matt go, yes. 4 dice. Let's go. Heavy laser. Double checking those cards, making sure you choose the right weapon. Of course, Ion Cannon could also be a choice.
With Boba being stressed, his blue moves are basically the Ion moves anyways.
True that.
So I do wonder if the Ion is any useful here. But
ooh, he's going for the range 1 primary.
Is that a blink out?
That is a blink out.
Here comes the 2 rerolls because they're both at range 1. Nope,
and
he's taking
takes
it.
1.
Oh,
make that a little bit bigger.
I appreciate that. My fingers aren't that small, unfortunately.
Maurice is checking in on double checking Cad Bane's ability. A quick Matt fact for you from Matt's father. He's been playing X-Wing since he was 9.
Wow.
Yeah, loves the game. And here's our next attack.
This is Emon into the Vulture Droid, target lock.
Range 1 starts with hit crit. Got another one. Hit crit.
Can use DFS's ability here. Isn't going to, he's going to take hit crit though.
Take a listen in here, see if we can hear what the crit is. It is a damaged engine.
I got it.
Yep. Damage in the engine there on DFS. Not a huge deal. The damage matters more. Obviously, he's just chilling on that rock.
Let's be honest with ourselves. DFS is not moving from that rock.
Yep.
think this is into Boba.
And this is the. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, back to Boba. Has the
only one he
rerolls.
has. I guess he took it. Oh,
was that into Iman?
I don't think he has Iman. DFS. Let me go check.
All right. So confirmed there, DFS did end up doing an additional damage to Boba Fett. Down to 2 shields. Yeah, they did forget to place the chaff cloud or the fuse on the chaff cloud, but it's still there.
So the fuse is on the gas cloud, not
the giant
cloud.
Fuse there. Yeah, you're right. There you go.
They just fused the wrong thing. It's okay.
It's fused in the general area.
Yes.
Right? That's
something's fused over there. We won't say what, but something.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to spit some more Matt facts for you guys here, okay? He likes to make his own alt arts, all right? So he's been making them for a while. His dad got me a copy of one of his early ones. It's Wedge in the A-Wing. It's actually quite hilarious. You got a little stick figure in the cockpit.
Look at him go.
And there's a lot of fire, behind him. These are actually going to go into the into our GSP. Oh my goodness, words are escaping me right now. Prize packs, there you go. Into our prize packs. So I can't guarantee that you'll get one of Matt's cards. Let's see, what does it say here?
Matt's card back making shop. By Matt's card / bookmaking shop. There it is.
Bookmaking shop. There it is.
We can do it. We can read.
We can do it. We sure can. How does Notorious work again? So this is from Ian Wilson. So Notorious says after you're targeted for an attack, you can spend a charge, and then the enemy ship gets the ship who's targeting you takes a strain, and then later on there's a secondary effect that if you are attacking a strained ship, you have an opportunity to have an offensive reroll. Pretty awesome. Howdy to Marcel Manzano. He's going to be my bunkmate. I think tonight.
Oh,
starting tonight. Though Marcel, they gave me a single bedroom and a couch.
Time to get cozy.
All right, we're moving on here into the next round.
I don't hate this next round for Matt. I think that I think Django has a really good entry point here with a 2 hard, provided that CAD can get out of the way. And I think CAD's only option maybe just move fast, bonk into Boba, and call it a day. I will say I've sat on the couches. They're comfortable enough to sit on. I don't think I'd want to sleep on them.
I might have, though, Marcel, if you've been watching GSP for a while, you know Marcel snores really loud. So if Marcel doesn't show up to the tournament tomorrow, that's because I smothered him in his sleep. All right? It's one of those 2 things will happen. We'll see. We'll see.
Is this the first time rooming with Marcel?
Oh, no. Okay. I've roomed with him before.
So you've experienced the noise.
I got noise-canceling headphones. We can make it work. It's fine.
Perfect.
It's all for the love.
There you go. At Gen Con, I was rooming with Nick Sperry and 4 of his... or 3 of my new closest friends.
Yes.
We had 5 guys in a room, and it was about what you'd expect.
Yeah, 5 guys in a room.
Had a great time, but it was very loud. A lot of snoring. Ooh. Goes from one cloud to a rock.
All right, so, ooh, on the K-turn, ends up hitting the rock. So he's forced to take a damage there on General Grievous and has to roll for an additional damage. Doesn't take the additional. Is down to 4 hull, though. That K-turn just a little bit too long. All right, and it looks like Cad Bane does end up colliding there with the 1 forward.
Yeah, this seems like an easy, stressful focus. Just the blues on that ship are much better than I remembered. When I started playing it, I realized, oh yeah, this ship is a little better than the
ones you need. The ones you need are blue.
I was more expecting a belly rub type dial where the blues are a little restrictive, but these are not too bad.
All right, here goes Emon. Big sweep in 3 bank.
And he should have, again, the butt shot on, well, maybe not. Oh, he's got it for sure.
Oh, he's got it.
There it is. So I really hope we see a Discord missile launch this turn. This seems like a perfect time to launch that Discord before you die.
Yeah, just get it out so that there's an opportunity for somebody to possibly hit it rather than it getting wasted. If
you do a 3 bank, you may get it right in front of Kanan so that his only options are to go through it or do an inopportune move, maybe like a too hard or something.
Yep. I mean, sure, you want if Kanan ends up wanting to just turn to the bottom of the board and just be there for the rest of the game, that's fine.
Yeah, just keep him, if you want to get Kanan out of, make sure he doesn't have arc on the other fire sprays and can stop lowering your shots, that would be awesome.
So this is going to be a 1 bank. We'll see if Boba ends up taking the opportunity to scramble the transmission. Before I forget, we actually...
Oh, I got him.
Oh, you got my guy. There you go.
Hey, I said I'm in charge of stats. I can get it.
I didn't have faith for that moment, and now I've seen the error of my ways. All right, we'll see what the action on Boba is. He's probably thinking about the scramble.
I think the scramble's pretty safe. Django may have an obstructed shot at you, but you're going to have a little bit of safety, and you can always Kanan it down if it's that scary. Gets you an extra point, but I also think there's a good chance you're going to get 2 points from DFS this turn as well. So you can get a nice 3-point swing going on if you grab that.
So as a reminder, Discord Missiles uses the 3 banks or the 3 forward. Somebody had counted out, said a 4 forward would make it. You're right, it would, but unfortunately not possible. It's not a chaff missile.
That is the weird thing about chaffs, is it's the 3 banks or the 4 forward.
Yeah.
Unlike the Discord, which is the 3 forward instead. Oh, not hard turning in. I really expected that.
3 bank. I think he wants to get on the outside of Cad Bane, give him a little bit of space.
This seems like a good opportunity to boost. It may lock you into a 1 hard next turn. I don't know how close you're going to be to that rock, but you want to start getting shots in.
There's the 1 bank. He's got the 1 bank next turn if he wants it.
Oh, yeah.
As a note for the people watching the stream, the way we are working the clock today is the clock that we will have up on the screen will read 72 minutes every round. It'll read 72 minutes. We do have a separate timer where we are running the actual timer for the round, but that was at the request of the staff, and I'm here to serve, so works for me.
I like that choice. That's clever. But if we're going to do hidden timer, it keeps it hidden.
That's right. Though I'll argue for just having it up there, just for the fact of like, if we have a separate game, like we have a separate timer. We're running on a separate timer anyway.
Oh, true.
Right. So you can't open up the stream in the middle of your game and be like, how much time do I have left? Because it doesn't actually mean anything, right? Because it's still plus or minus about the same amount of time as the round would be, plus delays. And also, if you're in the middle of a game, get off your phone. Focus on your game. But anyway, I mean, I'm up to do it whatever way. Whatever works.
I almost wonder if you should have banked the discords the other way towards Boba Fett. You may have been able to slide it onto him.
You might have.
But that does put it right in front of Kanan, makes his moves a little limited for next turn.
Yeah, I think he's a little focused on Kanan for sure. Because Boba doesn't like having those on. That's the problem. It's really difficult for him to let him go. That'd be guaranteed damage. I really would have liked to see them go on Boba Fett.
Boba checking for rerolls. Looks like he's got one. Maybe? His hand's in the way. He needs to move his hand.
All right, so
the last
we're losing another
one
shield.
I can count.
I believe in you.
Yeah, Kanan is currently stressed too because he did the focus rotate.
Yeah.
So that does, again, further limit his options next turn.
All right, here's Boba. Range 2 obstructed at DFS.
You've got at least 2 really good shots in DFS. He should not be alive by the end of this round.
He's got hit crit. So that's probably... Oh, well... just
Nice
let's get some natties in the chat. Let's go.
Do you see if he puts his hand in the dice box, his the stamp on his hand makes it
see-through.
See-through. Gotta love the respectful fist bump, though.
Mm-hmm.
So he took a lock.
Yep, single hit. This is coming in from Django. 3 hits. I mean, this is guaranteed with only 2 dice.
Yep.
So it takes him down. Takes the 1 damage and gets it. Hello to first-time chatter Mike Jeet for throwing some natties in the chat.
Was that on Cat or Django?
That was on that damage. That was on to DFS.
Oh, okay.
DFS just went down.
Plunk.
So no heavy laser cannon onto Boba. Checking to see if you can get it onto Kanan. No, not quite. It's threading the needle right between them. So going to have to go with the primary.
Or the ion cannon. You do have the ion cannon available to you.
True that. Just to have that 3rd dice, right?
Wait, let me go check what that last shot was on, because I don't know if it was on DFS or not.
So here we go. Ion cannon. Spends the focus for 2. And that's going to end up being shields down on Boba Fett. Now here's that Django shot. Range 1 out the back. And that'll do it for DFS. How many damage cards is the question?
All 4. Or, I guess, 3.
3 after spending it.
So, yeah, Boba Valerian tail gunnered into Cad and took both shields off of him.
Mm-hmm.
That was the shot we missed there.
I turned up the volume a little bit so we can hear him better.
That'll work.
Dion, are you okay? I am hungry. I didn't get to eat breakfast this morning.
Oh, we have bagels.
We have bagels. I'll have to grab some. All right, so it looks like we are triggering Cad Bane's ability with DFS going down. And he's going to go ahead and take a target lock on Boba Fett. All right, range 3 on Cad Bane from Kanan.
Everyone forgets Kanan can shoot.
Yeah, Kanan does have some lasers. And
ooh, good
might
lasers.
Be hitting home with 2 dice.
Nope.
Never mind, not going to happen. 2 for 2. We have a score of 3-1 right now. 4-2 at the end of the round with the objective tokens.
I'm still sort of surprised that Boba didn't take that middle objective.
I am as well.
But you got DFS, so you still get that 2-point difference.
They're writing down the score right now.
Because we're in the basement of this hotel, essentially, we've got all of our scorekeeping today for the players is going to be by hand on some scorecards with pencils.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, Matt point out, hey, I did get a point there. Come on, man.
There we go. There's our picture for the thumbnail right there.
It is.
Birthday boy Matt Turnbull. I think it's time for some more Matt facts, Andrew.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
All right, so Matt has played in some store championships before. He's also played in some GSP events. His favorite faction, you wouldn't have guessed it, is Separatists. All right, like Separatists. Always has a positive attitude, and whether win or lose, right? Like, he's here to have a good time, which is what the fun is. Best result so far in a store champ was 2-2.
Okay.
He was 12th out of 22, and this last weekend he went 2-3 at Oricon. The notable thing there is that he played out all 5 rounds.
That's awesome.
It's real easy to you know, you lose a couple games and then you're like, well, I guess I'm done. But if you're there just to have a good time, play some X-Wing, make sure it happens. All right.
See that.
So Matt facts are done. I will say, Maurice, I've interacted with quite a few times at X-Wing events. It's a great first opponent for Matt. Sets a tone. He's asking questions, making sure that everybody's cool. Always great to see that.
That's one of those things too. If you come to a big event and you are uncertain of your opponent's list or a way an interaction works, always ask the question.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I've ever met anyone in the X-Wing community who has been like, no, I don't want to explain it to you. You've got to find out later.
Yep.
Everyone's very nice and very, very positive from both opponents so far today in this match. Oh, and we get a judge call.
Yeah. They're double checking interactions on the Discord missiles.
I think the Separatists aren't in a terrible spot right now. They, you know, we've lost our weakest ship, but you kind of expect that. You're gonna get the, Discord on either Kanan or Boba potentially, depending on what you do. So you've got a good Discord spot. So DFS is still gonna be hitting from the grave, and Grievous right now has got a really nice 2 bank. Just get off the asteroid, maybe take a focus if you want it, but clear that stress and start taking pot shots behind Boba and Kanan. I don't know if we're ever going to see Jango use those chaff missiles, though.
No,
I don't think there's a good spot.
The current positioning doesn't have it. But what he will have is Grievous, Cad, and Jango all pointing in at Boba this turn. I kind of expect Boba to take some damage here, or Kanan. One of them's going to go. But Matt has all his forces there together in the center of the board, and I think he's ready to dish out some punishment.
So I've got a present for you, Dion.
You got a present for? I like presents.
We've got 3 copies of the side event participation prizes here from Nova.
Nice.
We've got Notorious, Enduring, and The Child.
Ooh. Awesome,
beautiful art by an artist who I remember later, and apologize, but we've got 3 copies of each for a giveaway.
Awesome. Shout out to Team Junkyard, adding some spoils to the GSP prize packs. I will say it is super fun to put these together, and just like oh, I'm going to take one from this team, one from this one for this one. Super fun.
Love ourselves some nice community card drops. Always a fun time.
Love it. So it was done by...
Oh, do you see, is the artist on there?
Torvind Art.
There it is, Torvind Art, thank you. I thought it was on there, I just didn't know where. Yep. But we've got the Child and his new bubble turret, or bubble little seat. We've got Biggs Darklighter on Enduring, and then obviously Hondo with Notorious, because who's more notorious than Hondo Anaka?
It's true. And you said bubble turret. Listen,
or just bubble seat.
Listen, no, but hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. That species of alien doesn't get too big. Once he's old enough to like communicate effectively, well, you don't think Mando's gonna go like, wait a minute, what if we had more guns?
There you go.
It's part of his religion. We need more guns.
Slap a ghost-style dorsal turret on there.
Slap it on.
You know, perfect.
Or a little, just like a little rifle.
A little rifle. Love it. Yep, Kanan's about to plow right into these Discord missiles. DFS strikes from beyond the grave.
Yep. And that's going to be a guaranteed damage at the end of the turn unless Maurice actively chooses to rotate that turret towards the front to possibly shoot him off.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. You can't even. Kanan's in a very bad spot because if you rotate it forward now, you don't get his ability against the fire sprays or for the fire sprays, and you're locked into shooting this thing that doesn't even do that much damage in the long run. But it's gonna be a pain to deal with.
Magic City Mariner in the chat says, this is a pleasant surprise. Was not expecting GSP live coverage. I've been out of the loop on what's going on for a while. Yes, we are here. We are here. I mean, we've been basically alternating between online and in-person events. We have another in-person event coming in a couple weeks. We'll be in North Carolina for Crate Cup.
Crate Cup.
That is a community team event. We'll be there in person, in the flesh. Bring you guys that live team coverage.
That's, I think, the weekend of the 23rd.
That sounds right, yep. We did just get a focus rotate. I think he accidentally took a calculate there.
He rotates it to the rear, really trying to make sure Boba gets that defensive boost, or boon rather. But it does mean the Discords are probably going to be hitting him there. Unless, I guess, you could go forward with Boba, shoot the Discords off Kanan, and then tail gunner back into something else.
Yep.
You have a bit of a bump on Boba, just trying to work out where he should have been there. Probably about where it was. Always the hard thing about in-person X-Wing versus online X-Wing.
Yep.
No undo buttons.
No undo buttons, correct.
That should be a self-bump, right? Because I think you would have bumped into both Grievous and Boba.
Depends on the speed of the maneuver. What was it?
Looks like a 4. Oh, maybe not.
All right, takes a stress focus. We're going to go ahead and
Have we moved the other fire spray? There it is.
I don't think Iman has to go first. He's thinking about Boba. He's excited.
Iman's so far out of the fight, no one cares right now.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Now he's coming in. That's not a great position for next turn, is it?
That's a little bit tough. He might be able to get out with a hard turn.
Yeah, that's close. The Marauder title is the one that lets you shoot out. You get a reroll if you shoot out the back, right?
Yes, correct.
So that's not terrible if you do a hard turn out and then just start taking those pot shots from the rear. It's probably what you want anyways.
Maurice just double checking Grievous's ability, just confirming. Yeah, Grievous does get a defensive reroll because of Soulless one.
Yes.
Right? A single reroll. And that's different than Grievous's pilot ability, which gives you 2 offensive rerolls if you're not in the enemy's arc.
Oh, this should be turn 4 as well, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That I forgot to do. My apologies.
So Boba hitting the gas.
Boba's a little worried right now, it seems.
Hey, shout out to Tim. Long time no see, buddy. He's probably debating a boost here to get a little bit of space, a little bit of room.
Honestly, I don't hate where he's at. If you just take a focus, you can probably shoot the Discords and shoot one of the Separatist ships. So save Kanan a shield.
Yeah, if he's got that arc.
It's close.
It is close.
But Django is going to maybe have a range 3 shot into you. But it's going to be a long from downtown kind of shot, so.
He's just going to slap down the focus.
I like it.
And Django keeping it simple. 1 bank.
He's a simple man.
That's right. Simple man trying to give his son a whooping. That's what he's trying to do. Get over here, boy.
Get out of my ship.
Discipline him.
Yeah, not much else Django can do there. He's kind of locked into a focus or target lock.
Yep.
His other 2 Betties are blocking that boost.
I would have liked to see him go for a target lock here, though, rather than a focus.
Yeah, you've got the force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have plenty of health, and with at least 22 minutes left, you know, you're in round 4. It's going to be very difficult to actually lose Django this turn.
Yeah, I think Cad and Grievous are still your main targets if you're Matt, I think. Or if you're Maurice, excuse me.
Another action could have been to actually claim that center objective, which hasn't been done yet.
That would be really nice.
Ooh, shout out to Mike Jeet for gifting 5 subs to the channel. Thank you so much. We are coming up on our goal. This is basically our leftover goal from last weekend. I still had 1 more prize to give away, so I figured I'd just leave it up. And then we'll reset things tomorrow.
How about that?
Hit crit coming in to Django. Spends the force. Boba, no damage yet.
Trying to avoid that crit. That was a Kanan down shot. I don't know if that's the one you Kanan down. That's the range 3 shot. I think I let that one roll and then let, I think I Kanan down one of the other 2 shots that are closer. Does Cad Bane have a heavy laser cannon into Kanan?
I don't know. Single hit from Boba. Squiggles, baby.
Oh yeah, he's checking that HLC.
He's got that heavy laser cannon there on Kanan.
Did a good job of sliding that range 3
skills, baby.
There.
Skill.
Seems like a thing that you can. I think that I have for certainly done is whack a ship on the way out there.
4 dice. Ooh, no lockout there right now.
You've got to focus at least.
Looks like he's deciding to hold on to it. For defense, you got Iman there in the corner. And ends up retroactively being the right choice.
Call. Always nice to see your choices vindicated immediately.
We don't always have that luxury, right?
No. Lord knows I don't. Kanan has the turret pointed to the rear, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so no outmaneuver on Grievous here. I think he's still trying to plink that shield,
hit
though.
Crit. Is it at Kanan or Boba?
I believe that's Kanan. Ooh. Oh, one crit. It's into Boba.
Yep. I heard fuel leak.
That's what I heard, too.
Fuel leak on Boba.
Oh, and giving a strain to Grievous, which he's probably going to... Oh, I guess Kanan can make use of, actually. They put that. Kanan is going to have that shot into Grievous. Or Iman will.
That's right. So that was that notorious trigger. It's been missed a couple of times in the game. But it's early, right?
Yeah, first round. You know, first round, everyone's getting used to this, getting all their triggers remembered, and then, you know, from here on out, it's smooth sailing, you know?
Here we go. Range 2 obstructed shot. This is going to go into Grievous.
So Grievous will get one reroll with the Solus 1 title. But he is strained, so it's going to be rolling one fewer to begin with.
Yep. Well, +1, -1 with the obstruction, right?
Yes. Spends the lock.
All right, he's going to use the target lock on the so it does end up being 2.
I think it's one
damage on a Grievous.
Unless you remember the reroll. Here it goes. Maybe.
All right.
1 into Grievous. Down to 3. Very killable.
All right, so the reroll doesn't end up netting him anything. And Kanan has to choose target priority now. And here's going to be the range 2 shot from Kanan into General Grievous. One hit. And got the squiggle. And then that's going to be a critical damage from the Buzz Droids onto Kanan. So that'll be shields down there.
Yeah, Kanan was able to avoid that damage from Cad. I know you really wanted to get that crit under the shields, but Kanan escapes. Nope.
You're good, you're good.
Then yet again, 1-1.
1 point on each side. Just want to double check something here. Did we get all those set? All right. Shout out to the judges getting all the lists set here. We're going to give you an exclamation point list link here in a moment. All right, so let's go ahead and we will make a quick PDF of that for you guys. So you can go ahead and do it. Looks like we have 30-odd players here today on day 1. Supposed to have double that number tomorrow, so our total Swiss will be somewhere in the 90s.
I think we've got a few last minutes. We may hit 100, but it'll be close. This is a World Qualifier event, so the top 4 are going to be going to Worlds, or at least getting the invite.
Getting the invite, and has it been established if the winner is also going to get the travel stipend?
I don't know.
Okay.
I will try to check that for you. I believe the answer is yes.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I don't want to speak out of tune and then.
Oh no, that's the right way. That's why
that comes on me.
That's why I asked and didn't assume.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for someone to go to Worlds. Sorry. If I pay for anyone to go to Worlds, it'll be me.
That's right. Oh, why is this not working? 1 second, please. Well,
Print the PDF is fighting us today.
Oh, I saved it on the desktop.
That's
there why I couldn't find it. Like, hello.
been walking around, I walked around a little bit as they were setting up. We've got some good factional representation here. We've got FO bombers. We've got a few gauntlets out there. We got some decimators. You know, all these ships you've come to expect from the current meta.
A lot of Jingo Jingo Wampa out there.
Oh yeah. If you're flying Empire and you don't have 6 points of TIE fighters, are you doing it, Ryan? Feels like it.
Probably, yeah. Unless
you're the striker list.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Which went second at Oricon?
Yes, it sure did.
Can't remember if it was second or fourth.
Alrighty. The exclamation point list link should be active now. Go ahead and give me a test on that. And Maurice asking the polite question, would you like to place this in the front or the back? And Matt goes, in the front. Of course.
Everyone knows where it's going.
Yep. The only time you put it in the back is if you have to. You don't want ships to be able to just fly away from it.
There is kind of a cheeky play you could do here and try to one straight, force him to put it in the back next turn.
True.
And then do a too hard.
Hard turn away.
But at the same time, you're going to take 2 crits.
Yeah.
So, kind of cute. I don't know if it's going to be good though.
I mean, you might be able to walk around and survive a little bit longer to be able to use Kanan's ability for a couple additional turns.
This is true. Matt is still down on points, but it doesn't feel like he's down. You know, either Kanan or Boba can go pretty quick if you're not careful. So. Matt's got a good shot right now. I do like his odds.
And both players are definitely in it.
Seems like a brilliant time for a barrel roll. Or a barrel roll focus, because these things don't have a native barrel roll. It's a focus, then barrel roll.
And there's the focus.
Trying to get that one hard around the asteroid. Is he going to fit it? Looks like yes.
He's got it. He's got it.
You're right.
Now this could be an opportunity for Iman, if he's got range, to claim that objective. Nobody's grabbed the center yet.
Taking a lock.
He's prioritizing a target lock. If Matt claims here with Django, if he doesn't have a good shot with Boba, you claim, and as long as you don't lose any ships, that gets you in 2 turns. You're tied.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big swing if you can afford it. Honestly, if you do like a one bank towards Iman, I'd do it anyways. Even if you have a shot, just take that middle. It's guaranteed points.
So Boba does a 2-turn out.
Does he have a shot?
Right now, I think the only thing he has are those buzz droids. Bottom left-hand side of your screen.
Oh, he's going to boost.
Boost away. You know what? You let Boba run away here. Let Boba run away. Take the objective. Take out Kanan. And with 11 minutes left, that might be the game.
Yeah.
Especially if... Oh, is he not going to make it?
Well... You're going to have a shot into Kanan and probably a tail gunner into Iman. So you get that going for you. You may take a damage here on the shield, but Django's not in danger of being killed this game.
Mystic asking, does Boba Fett fit in the corner? He does.
Yeah, he's got at least a 2 hard, or if not the 1 hard, and he'll be fine.
Does not take an additional damage here from bumping a friendly ship.
Doesn't get that center though, but... And is there a reality in which Kanan lives this round? I guess if you shoot
lots of natties.
Lots of natties.
Lots of natties and bad, under average dice for Matt.
Rolling better is always a better strategy.
So it begins. I mean, if I'm Matt, I'm gonna go ahead and be aggressive with the force here. Spend it. If you can, 3 hits.
Fist bump for the natty. Ooh.
Takes 1. You only need to get 1 more damage in to take him off the board.
And Cad's going to have that ion cannon for 3 dice at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 2 more 3-die shots coming in.
All right, range 3 downtown Boba Fett to Grievous.
Solus 1.
This would be 3 on 3. And yeah, Solus 1 will be active.
Ooh.
These guys are just rolling natties all over the place.
Oh, do you spend the focus or re-roll that? I think you spend the focus. I think you spend that, right? Don't take the chance. Don't give him a damage. Oh, he's going to re-roll it. Well.
Oh, the choices. He's...
Spend it while you got it. You got to spend that focus.
Yeah, he's thinking about the offense, right? That's the choice that he just made. He wants to try to initiative, because if you initiative kill
this
Kanan,
is true, yeah.
There is some value into that.
That is absolutely true. You can get that initiative kill. Do you take the ion? I mean, you take the ion cannon though, right? It's 3 dice.
Yeah.
Take that ion cannon and then just let Grievous finish it off. Oh, just primary.
Get him to spend a token. Yeah, that is he spends the force here defensively.
That's a tough call.
Yeah.
You want that force obviously to neuter the shot, but that focus is probably better in the long run.
Yep. And for Matt, when you watch this back, next time roll that ion cannon. The 3rd dice does have value.
Yeah. That's a dead cannon.
Well, that'll do.
General Grievous doing General Grievous things.
You know what? He just knew he didn't need it. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So Kanan goes down. He's initiative killed, which means that Kanan's not going to be able to get a return shot. That puts Matt up 5-7, and then at the end of the turn, that'll end up being 6-8.
Now Matt's win con is keep Grievous alive.
Yep.
Iman does have a shot on him still. I don't think we've had Iman shot yet, so.
Nope.
It'll be obstructed, I think. So 4 dice for Grievous with a reroll and a focus. He probably won't die. Probably.
He's showing Grievous. He's got the target lock.
Honestly, if you're flying Grievous and you see that crit, you're kind of okay with the crit.
Yep. And you know what? Natty out.
That works too.
Matt's like, I got a reroll. I'm spending it.
Blank into blank. That's like my elusive rerolls. Or at least the ones I remember. One. Both players have only scored 1 objective point per turn here. This has been a pretty damage central match so far.
What Matt's got to watch out for here, and same thing for Maurice, is if I'm Maurice, you have to claim that top objective this turn. Because if Matt gets too much tunnel vision and just turns into Boba, that now gives Maurice a 2-1, a 2-0 advantage.
Yes.
It immediately ties the game at the end of the turn, and it's unlikely that Boba Fett ends up being taken out in a single turn. You need at least 2 turns, and we're getting close to the end of the game here.
I think this, if it were me, my move on Grievous is to do a 2-bank towards that top edge, eventually get that that top objective. You may not be able to get it this turn, but you can get it next turn, and keeping him safe while you send Django and Cad towards Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
So keep the pressure on Boba. But keep Grievous safe too. Losing Grievous is obviously a not an ideal scenario.
Mm-hmm. Man, if Matt would have been able to claim that center objective, this game would be a lock. For him, right? If he would have done the 1 straight, obviously then he wouldn't have had one of the shots into Kanan. But it's I'm just trying to think if there's any way that Django could claim that center right now, and I just don't think so.
Like I think the 1 hard still puts you too far out.
I agree. Yeah, the 1 hard is the only thing that gives you a chance, but I think you're right.
But about 31 players today, 5 rounds, 4-1 is going to make cut or better. And then tomorrow we'll have 60 more players doing the same thing. So lots of X-Wing coming up.
Oh,
Grievous is going in towards Django.
The decision has been made that we are choosing violence.
Matt smelled blood in the water, and he is like a shark going to hunt.
I mean, I do agree. If you take out Boba Fett, the taking that objective for one turn doesn't end up mattering because it's a 9-point swing.
Yeah. Are you going to do a boost focus here or just the focus?
I would boost focus. Give yourself plenty of room, especially with that fire spray behind you.
Yeah.
And if you do the bank left turn, bank left boost, there's no way that Boba Fett can get out of the arc.
Yeah. I'd love to see like a 3 hard from Cad or a 2 hard. Just make that arc as wide as possible for Boba Fett.
And there's also a good chance with Boba Fett here doing a hard turn that Boba won't have a shot on Grievous.
Very true.
All right, so that the aggression here could end up paying off for Matt.
Yeah, if Matt forces Maurice to do a 1 hard with Boba and then like a boost to get out of Grievous's arc, that means you're probably not getting shot, or he doesn't have mods to shoot you with.
Okay, so we're sending Cad to do the dirty work here.
That's interesting. Cad is, even with the health disparity, Cad may be the easier ship to kill.
Yeah.
So I don't hate throwing him out, but I do feel like you're missing that ion cannon or the heavy laser cannon. Both of those things would be very nice.
Yeah, that threat there, right?
Yeah.
And Maurice is turning away as well.
Both players kind of avoiding those objectives.
Ignoring the objective there. But we just heard Matt realize that he forgot his Cad Bane trigger last turn.
Cannon died.
Yep. Could have set up a target lock maybe on Boba Fett.
That's true. Here comes that. Is that a Talon?
Did he just...
That's a Talon roll.
A Talon roll. He does end up fitting it. I know it looks like the board cuts off there, but there is a little bit of overhang on both sides. All right, and with that Talon roll, Grievous is out of the arc. Oh, he's got contraband boost.
Does he have contraband? He has overtune on his sheet. Let me go check that really quick.
Yeah. All right, cool. So the contraband does end up staying. It's not false. It's not, what you call it? Overtune modulators. Matt was in the game understanding contraband cybernetics, so there's no foul play there. Just submitted the wrong list. All right, Grievous does end up taking a damage there. And we have range 2 shot here. And no damage there from Grievous. Time will be... They're resetting here. We still have time on the clock. Remember, we had 72.
Yeah, the T-Oak is currently fixing the TTT list on that one.
Yep.
For a second, I forgot that Django Fett was on the board.
They just called time in the round. So with time in the round right there, Matt is ahead, but I think what might end up biting him is the fact that Grievous went to be aggressive.
Yeah.
This turn, you gotta keep Grievous alive.
I almost wonder if a one bank from Grievous, you stay stressed, but you just try to bump, right?
Yeah.
I almost wonder if that's the play.
Yeah, and a reminder, this is an in-person event, so the time was called. Time was called during the planning phase. You do end up playing another one here.
Forgot to set a dial before the road roll.
All right, they're gonna re-road. They realized there was a dial.
Always check your dials.
Yeah.
Luckily, I think because it is first round, everyone's being a little more patient and a little more forgiving.
All right, one bank. Rip the model off. It's his birthday.
That's 5 points, right? Ripping the model off.
All right, does claim the objective there. So that'll give him a 2-point advantage. If he loses Grievous, Grievous is 5.
Yeah, you'll lose.
You'll still be down by 1.
You'll be down by 1. Unless you kill Boba. Very unlikely.
I don't. With Iman coming in, with Iman coming in and Boba Fett there, the play unfortunately was that Grievous should have been the one where Cat and Grievous should be switched here.
I agree.
So now he needs some green dice if Matt's gonna win this game.
Yeah, you're really hoping you bump Boba too.
Yep.
Make sure Boba doesn't get to mod his shot.
And that's a target lock setup.
Or just hope you get crits coming in. You can just toss him with Impervium. You still have both charges of Impervium, I believe. I don't think he's used either one yet.
We're gonna go ahead and see if this 3 straight ends up making it over.
Oh yeah, it looks like it might.
Sure does. So that'll be a back arc shot. Grievous, this does actually end up giving Grievous Soulless one.
It does.
Defensively, that's good.
This is dangerous.
Move? Yes, Gambler Tuba, he did.
Did Django ever lock anyone this game?
No target locks.
Transponder codes. Transponder codes never went off. Stress focus, Savage, oppress a second focus. Take that range 0 shot though.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta try to kill Boba. I mean, it's not gonna happen, but you try to make him spend the focus if you can.
That's right. Here we go. It's not gonna do it.
Oh, looks like he's shooting into Iman.
So yeah, the shot into Iman there. So strategically, and I know Matt's learning. He's a young kid.
Yep.
There, you want to go into Boba and get maybe some lucky crits. Is kind of what you're fishing there. You're fishing for blinded pilots. You're fishing for weapons failure. Those kind of things that will help extend the life of General Grievous.
Yeah, try to make him spend a token if you can, at least 2. That would be, ideal. Oh man.
All right, but there's 2 crits here though.
That could actually be really huge.
Yeah.
If you get 2 of 8s here and you can just discard both crits, you're in a, you're not in a terrible spot.
All right. Oh, there's a chance. Let's go.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Oh, the first one's a ship one?
Another ship?
No! Oh, wow. Let's get some natties in the chat. Let's go.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
that's some birthday luck right there.
Double impervium plating to survive.
Man.
Wow.
Boba Fett takes a swing like that and nothing happens. Oh, and then Iman's going to, or that's Grievous and Iman, rather. Don't spend the focus. Just keep it. You're not going to kill him.
Stop it. Yeah, don't touch that.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. There you go. You got it, Matt. You got it. You know what we're doing. The birthday luck coming in.
Iman does have a lock here.
That crit is going to be a crit, though.
Yep. He's got to get both.
Oh.
No, that
the
means
magic can't happen again.
No more magic. General Grievous does end up going down there.
At the end of the game, it's going to be a 1-point victory for Maurice.
Yep.
Very close game. If only Impervium was 1 more charge, right?
That's right.
But I think we'd all hate that. Collectively.
Yep, and oh man.
This was a tough, tight game the entire time.
It was a tight game. If Matt had claimed that center objective, that one like focus he took, he would have won this game. The objectives, increasingly what people like. Even though we've had objectives now for what has it been?
6 months.
6 months.
About March, right?
It's still very new. Right, it's a lot of players. We're still coming to events where people are like, yeah, this is like my first time playing like a competitive tournament with these, and the objectives matter.
Yeah,
they do. They can swing a game, and when one person, when like lists are even, and one person pays just a little bit more attention to it, that could be the difference between winning and losing.
Especially when you're facing a double fire spray list, they have so much health. Those objective points really, really matter.
Yeah.
But hey, that's it's just a good lesson for everybody around. Of take that objective when you can. If you've got a spot, it's a free point. Let me make sure they're on there.
They're double checking their math here.
Yeah, I can go check for him.
Andrew's helping us out. So they're filling. Good game. Good game by both players. They're just checking the score. All right. Good game. Good game. Let's take you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J-List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.